the name of this live broadcast is I believe in money more than I believe in God. Uh-oh. I know how that makes you feel inside. Yes, I'm reporting live from the infamous Boom Boom Room. Hey! This is the local Boom Boom Room. Yeah, this is also semi-office. But don't get twisted, this is the Boom Boom Room. See all of this? Hear that? It's the Boom Boom Room. Now listen, hey, peace of the family. Hear me out. Because what religious folks like to do, oh, you don't believe in God? They try to kiss God's ass so much that once they hear you even question God, oh, I can't talk to you, then you definitely don't follow no legitimate higher being. Because a higher being would say, let's see if we can help this person before we curse them out. And in fact, if you're really spiritual, you wouldn't curse a person out that lacks understanding or needs saving. So I want y'all to save me. And I'm about to do a debate with this Christian, probably tomorrow or the day after. I got a debate coming up online. I'm gonna give him a shot. And I got love for my Christian family. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of fanatical people acting like they don't understand. So let me articulate it better than many have. I believe in money more than I believe in God.
When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Somebody who openly says that they don't believe in God and that money is their God, to me, I don't need to know anything else about them. I've heard enough of what I need to hear, because at that point, this person is clearly indicating to me that they stand for nothing good. Of course, I'm not saying money is bad. We know that we need money to survive in this economy, and obviously it has its benefits. But getting to a point to where you're now putting money over God, you are now worshiping something. You're so woke and you're so conscious, but you are worshiping the very currency that comes from the system you say oppresses your people. Clearly there's something off there. Heard about the recent controversy with Brother Polight, who was now serving time for abusing an underage girl. And this came as a shock for some people who really believed in what he stood for and really followed his message. But there were also those out there who really didn't believe anything that he said, especially since he was found to have scammed Black people out of money years ago. Now, of course, there is a lot of other information. There's a history of scamming and all kinds of other erroneous, crazy sexual things that he has done with women, his wives, and God knows if there's, any other young underage children. I hope not, but it wouldn't be surprising. But literally, this brings me to my bigger point. You're going to continue to see people in this era say that they have the way, say that they have the answer, say that they have all of this new information that the world never knew about and that they are there to enlighten you. We're going to continue to see that, especially in this era where people are having hard economic challenges, people are having a hard time in their life emotionally and spiritually. This era is ripe for scammers, for people to scam you mentally, spiritually, financially, especially for women. This era is ripe for it. And so we're going to see more of this. Unless somebody is pointing you to the Most High, to the Creator, to Christ, and to the ultimate spiritual being, then it's just pure nonsense. It may make sense on a certain level, and it may actually have an element of truth, but you have to start to look at that person's life. If they claim to be spiritual, if they claim to be high and have all this power and authority, but their life is clearly lacking in authority, their life seems like it is disarray, or it just seems like there are things out of order, you get to question that. If someone comes to you and says they have all of the answers and to every problem in the world, but there's nothing in their life or their personality or who they are that reflects anything divine, then we clearly see what is going on here. this. The wisdom text warns us about these kinds of schemes and traps. It literally says the love of money is the root of all evil. Again, I'm not saying money itself is bad, but the love of money and having an unhealthy attachment to it can cause all kinds of evil things. And in this case, it led to sexual immorality and all kinds of degeneracy. And it also warns about people coming up in last days or in certain times and offering doctrines and offering teachings and offering all this spiritual knowledge as a way to pull in people's lust to lead them away from God so that they can get monetary gain. These things have already been warned about in scripture. And so really, the answer to everybody's problems is not going to be me, it's not going to be you, it's not going to be this one person. It is nothing but God. Really, outside of that, having that spiritual connection with the Most High, that individual personal connection with the Most High through Christ, then a lot of it is just scamming. And it is people trying to sell ideas, trying to sell different visions, trying to woo people, trying to especially woo women so that they can get money, so that their pocketbooks can be lined. But it really has little to nothing to do with actually helping to change and impact the world around them and the people around them. And this is why we continue to see an environment of scammers. So ultimately, look to God. Look to God for all your answers. Don't look to man. Yes, God can use man. Yes, God can use man to relay messages and bring encouragement. So I'm not saying never listen to people. I'm just saying don't put things or people in positions that only God himself is meant to be in, because anytime things are out of order, they eventually will fall and crumble. But those are my thoughts. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.